feelings about the Zelensky meeting?
I thought it was fascinating. I teach world politics, so when I look at what happened with the Zelensky meeting, it was a failure of diplomacy 101. When you come to the Oval Office, you have to show respect. And the second that Vice President Vance said there has to be a diplomatic solution, you saw Zelensky get visibly angry, cross his arms, and then he tried to talk over the Vice President and the President of the United States, and that's a big no-no. Listen.
Yeah, it was bad. And he was warned, really. He was kind of warned not to even have to go there. They could have done this deal and signed it a few days ago, right?
Well, the amazing part is, there's certain things that shouldn't be spoken out loud when it comes to international politics. And Zelensky's sitting there talking about security guarantees. You signed this mineral deal. You had the security guarantees.
It's a de facto.
We have an economic interest in Ukraine at that point. We have an American presence in Ukraine. It makes Russia much less likely to try anything again.
Yeah, I mean, the first half hour of it went well, but he had hubris and contempt, I think, for Donald Trump, interrupting him, stepping on his, time talking, and I thought it was very rude.
Well, I thought it was rude, but I also see it as the failed foreign policy of the United States for the last 3 decades, American hubris, that we continue to fund this war with no real outcome, and that's part of the problem. Listen, we have to stop with the emotions. Get the emotions out of it. Talk about what is realistic. So in Ukraine, there's only 3 options. Either you keep funding it and Ukraine continues to lose ground, and sooner or later they're going to have to surrender.
Or we pull out and then he gets creamed.
Well, that's the thing. He's going to have to surrender sooner or later. Second option is boots on the ground. If Putin really is an existential threat, then call for boots on the ground. Nobody sees that as a realistic, viable option. Right. The third option is that you negotiate a settlement, and every side is going to have to give, and we have to push American interests. It's in Ukraine's interest for American troops to go on the ground. It's in Russia's interest to try and get as much as they can. It's in America's interest to end the conflict.
Zeldin loses by about 5 last time for the governor's race. I think New York goes red next year. What do you think? At least as far as the governor.
We have the best opportunity that we've had in the last 30 years.
I mean, everybody, Nick Giordano, Professor Nick Giordano, always look forward to your sharp insight.